Yes, Laylatul Qadr is the most important night not only in Ramadan but in the year for a Muslim. Laylatul Qadr is often understood to be the 27th night of Ramadan, but obviously it is not specifically the 27th night. And the Prophet ﷺ said, seek the Laylatul Qadr in any of the last odd nights of the month of Ramadan. So it could be the 21st, the 23rd, or the 25th, the 27th, or the 29th. And so Laylatul Qadr, again commonly translated as the night of power, which is not necessarily accurate. I think it is the night of Qadr, the night of decree, where Allah SWT wa ta'ala decrees what was, what is to be. And that is why it is a very important night. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us about it. Laylatul Qadr khayrun min alf shahr. The night of Qadr is better than 1,000 months. The ulama say here it's better than 1,000 months, meaning that's the minimum. Minimum is that it's better than 1,000 months. But it could be better than 1,000 months. It says khayrun min, it is better than 1,000 months. So the minimum is that it is equal to 1,000 months, but it could be much better than 1,000 months. It could be, in the eyes of Allah Ta'ala, equal to a million months. So you can see why it is significant. And in the Laylatul Qadr, we try to exert ourselves more to get closer to Allah Ta'ala, to attain that purpose which we spoke about earlier, the self-rectification and reformation, so we can become better Muslims, better human beings. How do we prepare for it? Well, you have at least 21 days or 20 days in the month to prepare for it. If we assume that Laylatul Qadr is the 21st, then you have 20 days before. And if we assume it's the 27th, then you have 26 days, 26 almost days to prepare for it. So preparing for it begins from the very first day of Ramadan, through fasting properly with the right intention. And fasting, I must add here, is not only the physical abstinence from eating and drinking, but fasting is also to make sure that the tongue is fasting from backbiting and slandering and lying and shouting at people and cursing people. It is abstaining the hand from harming other people, and so on. So that it is that reformation, it is that rectification of this human being. And so we prepare for the month for Laylatul Qadr through the fasting itself, engaging with the Qur'an on a daily basis, engaging with dhikr. Everybody should have a portion of the day where they complete certain number of adhkar, 100 times salawat on Rasulullah sallallahu 100 times istighfar, 100 times, for example, subhanallah wa bihamdihi subhanallah al-azim, on a daily basis. On a daily basis in Ramadan, to make dua, to do tahajjud or qiyamul layl, and to every night of Ramadan and every day of Ramadan to ask Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala to give you the tawfiq to attain the Laylatul Qadr. That is how we prepare for the Laylatul Qadr. And on the actual night of Laylatul Qadr, you exert yourself a little bit more by fasting, of course, the day, and trying to stay as much as you can at night, where you spend the time in reading of the Qur'an, in salah, in dua, and so on.